I have learned to trust Spirit so much that I don't time my presentations anymore. That just ends up perfectly. If I'm worried about being late, you learn to trust. So that's two things I want to bring up before we move on to a new topic about all of this. So you can see how much fun we can have with this. It really is training in the shift. And training that, yeah, I can see life at face value, but there's another layer where I can get something. And we have so many issues here. And when we don't realize we can ask for guidance and tune into guidance, it's like shining a broad beam flashlight around, looking for answers. It's dispersing. I wonder what I should do. But when you shift and ask, even if you don't know who you're asking, that's a laser beam. It's powerful, it's direct, and you get answers and guidance. So you catch yourself and you realize, oh my God, I haven't asked. Let me see what happens when I ask. And you get in the habit of that. So until you're in the habit of that, and this is all part of what I call living the awakened way, moment by moment knowing you're guided, moment by moment knowing you're connected to something else. Until then, we're stuck in either vase or face mode, not both. So get yourself some reminders. I used to wear a ring on the little finger of my hand, and then I'd move it to a different hand each time, or I'd put a bracelet on one arm and switch it to the other arm, because it feels strange when it's on the wrong arm. And I'd say, why is that there? Oh yeah, have I checked in with my guides lately? Have I remembered who I am? I bought online these little cherubs, these little angels, and I sit them on the sink where I brush my teeth. So I start my day and end my day. Oh yeah, I'm going to call on you guys today, all you unemployed angels. All these little reminders. When I interviewed Lorna Byrne, and she talked about the unemployed angels, I thought that was the coolest concept. And I went into meditation and I said, all right, if it's true that there really are legions of angels just waiting for us to use them, what sign are you going to give me? I like that so much better than give me this sign. They're going to put it in your mind what you're going to ask, what you're going to ask for. Give me this sign. But it's so much more trusting when you say, what sign are you going to give me? And the first image or thought that comes up in your mind, go with that. So I said, if it's true that there really are legions of angels, what sign will you give me? And I heard, Eureka. Instantly, Eureka. I wrote it down. 2 days later, this sculpture we bought in Santa Fe showed up by FedEx ground. We'd been waiting. We were so excited about it. We had met the sculptor out there. And he included in the package, we take the lid off, a magazine with an article about him and his work. And he marked the page with one of his brochures, so I opened right to it. This 4-page article with the about him, about the sculpture, had the title in 4-inch high letters across the top, Eureka. That was the name of the article in 4-inch high letters. I laughed, I gasped. It's magical, it's fun, but you have to ask, right? It ends here if you just leave and say, that was a nice workshop. You have to do the work, right? And how do you keep this going? By being willing to play and getting yourself some reminders. I do this every day, and yet that Eureka magazine to this day, for a month now, is open on my desk where I do readings. Because if you don't do something moment by moment, day by day, you lose it. Why? Because we're mired in this reality. We are stuck here from our human senses. It's so easy to forget who we are. You can be driving to the airport and somebody cuts you off and you just, boom, go right back into the drama. Something's going to come in the headlines and draw us back in here. If I didn't meditate daily, well, I'm never going back to the way I was. I won't. This is too good. The love, the connection, the miracles. So that's my greatest advice for you leaving here, is have a miracle mindset. But you have to do the work, which isn't work, but it's a moment-by-moment practice. And then the more you do all these things, then when you sit to connect with your loved ones, more and more and more, you're going to build the power that makes that possible. And they're cheering you on across the veil. What other reminders do I have? Well, that's why we have our crystals and we have our little things that show us there is another state of consciousness available. And there's just nature and beauty to remind us who we are. So please get out in nature regularly. There's a practice that I call BPM, like beats per minute. Your heart is always beating, beats per minute. BPM is an acronym for the ways that you can keep this present, this connection you have with all that is present with BPM. B stands for breath, breathing. Watch your breathing. Notice when you're tense anytime and take a nice deep breath, because you will not be aware of your connection with spirit when you're tense. So one little breath. Is there anything I need to know? You guys here? See, I didn't go into meditation to do that. It's just when you trust that they're here, you can just shift like that. Breathe, shift, trust. That's the best method. So you breathe. And then P stands for posture. What does that have to do with anything? We've already shown how you can use your body to shift your consciousness through breathing, through rolling your eyes upward. What if you used your posture just to help you connect with spirit? Show me what grief looks like. Show me. Everybody, let me see what grief looks like. And everybody goes like this. You go inward. Your head goes down. It's constricted. Show me what joy looks like in the body. Don't be afraid. Unless you're afraid of hitting the person next to you, you should be going like that, right? I have pictures of me, I get near waterfalls and I go like this. I can't help it from that water. So I've set the intention that when I get up in the morning, when we walk outside to walk our dogs every morning, first thing, I put my shoulders back and I open to spirit. It's short, that feels good, but you've just opened your energy field. So just through your posture, set the intention from the heart to be more aware of your posture. And when you feel you're slumping, say, wait, but that means now I'm cutting myself off from spirit because the life force is not being given this free flow. So just put your shoulders back. We learned how to do that in the military, right? Just put those shoulders back, held high, and look what a conduit you are for spirit now. And they can use you. BPM. M is practicing mindfulness, presence. That is being aware enough to notice when your thoughts are very human. Mindfulness is just watching your thoughts. Listening. Did you know that the same letters are in listen and silent? Let's turn them around.